can get in and out of harm's way, some ability to negate a lot of damage with that shadow kill, but not just that. If by some chance Godspeed does get the lead, looking to set the tone here.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out whose tone is a little bit louder. Best player definitely running on something he's comfortable on. We know he thrives in the jungle when it comes to the assassins, but Shiro rising to the occasion, a new star this NXT fall season, and he's been pretty dominant. You can't, discredit Godspeed, even though Cloud9 is definitely the more favored, and Godspeed would be the underdog. Godspeed almost took down BTK. It came down to the last game, losing that series 2-3. So I wonder who's going to be able to lead the way in the early phase. A lot of pressure.
Yeah, that early game we were talking about him coming in. Coldworld able to find a kill. Divine in trouble. He rushed from the bottom lane to try to help out, but still, Cloud9 walking away with the first blood.
Yeah, Joybosh, he's definitely... He's a little too excited, a little too early, right? You want to kind of gauge what type of time Cloud9 is on. You don't want to allow them to get any advantage, especially in the early phase. They're a team, if you give them an inch, they will take a mile. I mean, look at the team right now. They're all sitting. Looks like they're at GD Aiko's kitchen right now at his dining table, ready to play this out for the series in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's no better point to bring up to us is if that is going to be a factor here. Having them all right next to each other. They don't need to have headsets. They don't need to be in Discord. They don't maybe get cut out when they say something. They're right next to each other. So they're going to be able to kind of keep that communication fast and clear with each other. Still right now, looking for an opportunity. Divine being pushed back a bit in his lane and no worse for wear at mid. Oh, actually taking down to about 10%. Restart coming in, looking for the stun at Nats, but does get distance away as the first turtle comes up.
Yeah, first turtle is now on the board. Both sides looking to go for it, but best player in a great position for the retry. But look at Shiro.
Ooh, yeah, he's perched up. He does have the Tempest of Blades is out looking for the retribution. He gets it. And Mark Cutie in trouble. Way of the Dragon slams onto him, boosting him into the team. The passive goes off and he is able to get away. Shiro in trouble, but that Angeling combo is more than Cloud9 can take. They weren't able to burst him down. And luckily, Godspeed get away. Actually, both teams get away without a scratch.
Yeah, neither side gonna find any casualties right there, but the turtle does go over to Godspeed to give him the slightest advantage, maybe making up for Joyboz falling that early in this game. Definitely still has a little bit of fight on their side. We are looking at best player now shifting his focus into the jungle, trying to catch back up. We got to see how these assassins start to play into this though, right? Outside of just the objectives on the map, such as the turtles and their buffs, we got to see how they play into possibly getting these early game kills on the side lanes.
Ooh, a big way of the Dragon, followed by a Tempest of Blades coming out, and down goes a best player. A little bit of CC coming out from Mark Cutie is not quick enough to save his teammate, and now bringing the kills to a tie.
Yeah, smart play over there by Joyboz. Yes, he was overly aggressive in the early game, led to a death on his side, but then able to make up for it by not only helping secure that turtle, but also catching best player out of position on that purple buff and finding a way to set up him for a kill. And that kill goes into the hands of Joyboz as well. So off to a good start. Both sides tied 1-1 at the 3-minute mark. We are going to see, we got to see who's going to be able to get these late game items though, right? We're looking at the Harith going up against the Alice inside of the gold lane, both of them running magic heroes, so we're going to see how effective it can be. We see the Alice has a lot more mobility, able to dive, able to create that opportunity for the AoE damage, but the Harith, he can get up close and personal.
Well, yeah, and the Harith right now, he started with the little cheese build where you get the Azura sword and the mage pages first, so he's gonna have his max cooldown that he needs to throw down the Zaman Force and spam out that dashing ability to be able to do the maximum amount of damage to the enemy teammates there. Oh, Joyboz finds another one! Way of the Dragon is out there, Purify is out. Joyboz actually in a little bit of trouble, taken down to 50%. In comes Divine to put on some damage. Nats here, messing with Shiro. Is it gonna be enough to distract him? Avatar, the Guardian, slams down, but Tempest of Blade makes a short work of that. Angela with the Heart's Guard, best player finds the Lord, and Ling is getting out of dodge.
Oh.
Yeah, Divine, oh, the passive, and that might be it for Divine, who goes a little too deep, and Aurora had the passive there, froze herself, and was able to get out of it.
That's that early game insurance, if I say so myself. Now up by 2 kills and also able to secure that turtle to even up the objectives on the board for both sides. Now, Cloud9, like I said, their team, you give them an inch, they take a mile. There goes Nact on the bot side, already going to take that tier 3 turret, which is going to open up the map and allow him to rotate even more on this map. We mentioned the CC being a possible answer, especially up against the Khalid, and now the battle on the way.
Another Way of the Dragon does land. Down goes Nats. A big CC does catch 3 members. Now the score looking at 3-2. And just what you were talking about with that matchup, when it does come to the CC and it does come to that Khalid, she doesn't even have to really face him in the lane. The moment he rotates, she's going to be able to burst down the minions. The amount of damage that she can do to a tower so quickly is going to mean he's going to be punished every single time he rotates, and even more if he gets killed like we saw earlier.
Yeah, the Starlight Requiem picked up over there by Basic, starting to get to those core items. You are looking at the Alice picking up the Clock of Destiny as well. But top side, a little bit of a taunt.
Yeah, Cyrie's going to be able to get out of harm's way. You can see Divine there looking for an opportunity. A flicker goes out to avoid the Avatar of the Guardian. And yeah, they're going to be able to kind of push this away, but you see the pressure already starting to mount at top, and 50% down is the health of that tower.
And we are seeing Shiro on the Ling doing some great split pushing on the bot side, forcing Nats to kind of rotate back and defend his lane.
Oh, and here comes the Hearts Guard. Is it going to be enough to save him? It is not. Restart trying to punish Cold World from the backside. You can see Divine comes in, finds a kill onto best player, the Tempest of Blades under the tower. Cold World almost gets picked off, but Basic is able to turn it around, find the kill on Shiro.
Ooh, that's 2 high-value targets to your jungler and your ADC taken down. Only losing best player in the process. That's definitely going to be a win inside of Cloud9's book. And also able to take the turret on the top side. Both tier 3 turrets for the bottom and the top side have now been pushed in. Look at Nas damage onto Divine. We're only 7 minutes in. Even though we're not stacked up in kills, you're starting to see a heavy pressure in the early game won over by Cloud9.
Syrie dove into the wrong bush and got mollywopped by 4 members of Cloud9. They just burst him down like he was nothing. That's going to go ahead, set up this next objective, this next turtle, as we see even the mid tower, the entire first row of towers taken down except for that mid, but I want to say that mid hanging on by a thread.
Hunter Strike picked up over there by best player as well. You see the Feather Heaven picked up over there by Basic. Both sides fighting it out in the mid lane. The tier 3 turret will be pushed in. Now only standing with their tier 2s for Godspeed. Pushed a little bit further on their side of the jungle. Cloud9 now able to evade with little to no issue. Right now it's just been a battle of chess, and they've been 1 step ahead of Godspeed at every single second. We got to see, how does Godspeed turn this around, right? How can they find a way to put this game back in their favor?
Well, I mean, they're trying their best. Oh, you have the Hearts Guard here. Basic actually might be in a little bit of trouble. Avatar the Guardian comes out for the save, and he's still able to get the kill onto Basic, using that Finch pose to get away. This combination, this angeling that we've seen so many times when Assassin meta is up there, is just so strong. It means that you have that little bit of insurance anywhere on the map at any time.
Yeah, it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, Way of the Dragon comes out. Quad Shadow's best player narrowly able to find a way to get himself out. Nats here trying to put on the damage. In goes Syrie, finds best player in the bush. Meanwhile, Joyboss still trying to put some damage onto this tower, and they are going to be able to get out of their. Nats looking locked onto Joyboss. Going to be able to use that Jikundo, hopefully to get himself away. Syrie trying to provide some recovery fire there as well. Ooh. We do have the Tempest of Blades here onto Basic again. Is this going to be enough? Goes in on Basic, who's dashing for his life and able to defend his tower. Cold World coming from the mid lane. Avatar the Guardian, Shiro easily avoids it. It avoids the dash from him as well. In comes best player. This might be it for both Shiro and a Restart, who finds himself on the bad end of a shadow kill. Now the reinforcements from Godspeed coming in, trying to make Cloud9 pay. Joybaj with the Way of the Dragon. Best player finds 2 kills again. On to Godspeed. 10-4 right now.
Oh, man. Almost a full wipeout. Divine needing to go back to safety. Cold World, Mark Cutie not wasting any time. We'll be able to take the tier 2 in the mid lane. 4 members down for Godspeed. Cloud9 not losing a single teammate, extending the lead 10-4, a massive advantage and creating the opportunity for them to be able to take this Lord. It started with Basic outpositioned, outnumbered by Shiro and Restart, but what was once in their favor turned into something to work in for Cloud9. They were able to not only get the kills, able to take 4 members down, and also able to take majority of the search. 2 tier 2s fallen, not only the one in the mid, but also the one on the top side.
Ooh, Shiro going in against... Ooh, best player comes in. The Hearts Guard was hovering there, so I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe a miscommunication by Restart there to come in, as best player came in and just absolutely put on the big damage. Syrie now with the Hearts Guard trying to take down the team. He's going to flicker, but still gets taken down by Nats. The CC coming out from Mark Cutie as the rest of the team focuses down to that mid tower. Lord is bounding its way. Avatar the Guardian zones back the rest of Godspeed. In comes best player, Shadow Kill onto Divine. Not able to find the kill, but the team finds the first core.
Able to take down the base crystal. 1 game.